Hey, what's up? This is Neil Napier, the Stoic Entrepreneur. And what I'll do, as always, in this video is I'll give you a speed run of one of our tools. In this case, the tool is Meetvio. You may or may not have it. If you don't, you're missing out. If you don't have it, you can actually purchase it from the link underneath this video. But if you do have it, I'm going to walk you through this and explain how you can actually use it to set up your auto webinars. I'll just focus on that, but of course there's a possibility to do live webinars and other kind of webinars too, but I won't go into that just as yet. So we're going to start a timer as always. So let's go ahead and start. Let me see if I can grab one from my computer this time. Okay, so we are going to set up a 30-minute timer. Let's kick that off right over here. And the goal again with this is to show you how far you can get with Meetvio, with any tool within 30 minutes, because what I don't like is when you go buy a tool and it just takes you hours and hours to set it up and understand how it functions. I don't like it. So I want to show you how far you can get it within 30 minutes, how much of a setup you can do. So let's go ahead and do this right now, and it can sit in the backend. So I'm logged into one of our sub companies accounts in Content Gorilla. So I'm just going to do a demo webinar for you here. So you can do meetings with Meetvio as well, and you can do webinar depending again on the kind of license. And I'm only going to show you automated webinar at this time because that is basically what most people end up doing. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see it a bit better. There we go. So to begin with, you put in your webinar details, your title, all the basic things. So one of the tools that we're selling at the moment is Quick VSL. So let's say if I want to talk about that. So let's say let me show, okay, or learn how to make money quickly with video sales letters, right? Something like that. Then the title, okay, that's actually the same one. In this case, I'm just going to use Quick VSL, automated. And then webinar duration. I can't remember how long the webinar file already is. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and find out. So when you're doing an automated webinar, it means you have already done this webinar before, and all you're doing in this case is you are sort of offering it to people to watch it later on. So this is actually 1 minute and 52 seconds, approximately 1 minute and 1 hour and 52 seconds, sorry. Okay. And then attendee sign in, is it disabled? What that means is that do you want people to basically sign up to be able to watch it? I do, so I'm going to turn that on. Password disabled, so I don't want to put a password in front of people. Domain, we're going to just host it on Meetvio. You can add your own domain too, I believe, but we'll see that in a minute. And you can use your own logo as well. So in this case, I can of course find like Quick VSL and use that logo. But for now, I'm just going to use Content Gorilla logo because we're in the Content Gorilla account. Then webinar schedule, is it something where people can instantly watch? So as soon as they sign up, they can watch. It's up to you how you want to do that. I'm going to disable that for now, so I'm not going to allow that, but we can do just-in-time sessions. That's what I usually like, is people can sign up and basically next session starting in like, every 15 minutes. So if they sign up at like 5 past, they can watch in 15, next 10 minutes or something. So that's fine. And there's some advanced details as well. You only display, let's say, 3 sessions, and minutes between each session is like 60 minutes. Okay, we'll leave that at that. Okay, we'll leave this one. Watch room is where basically people go and watch the webinar. Replay is where they go and watch the replay. So that's fine. Schedule dates, like when you want the webinar to run. It's really good if you're running ads, for example, or even an email promotion. And block out dates, basically dates on the webinar is not going to be available. So you could, maybe you want your team to be in place as well when you're running these webinars. So you can say, I don't want any block out dates. And you can always come back and edit this later, right? So that's perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and click next. Okay, so in this case, you can now edit your registration page. So you can either use the registration page right here, or you can embed like a sign up form on your own website too. It's up to you, but I just like to keep everything in one place so we can do that. How to turn your knowledge into a profitable business, blah, 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 which is fine. It's okay, but obviously this is not for kind of what I'm doing, but you can preview it. So let's go ahead and edit this out. So we can build out an entire page right over here. Okay, but since I'm a little bit lazy, here's what I'm going to do. I like to use ChatGPT a lot, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask it to create me a landing page copy in this format. So let's go ahead and do this right now. I'm going to audio record because I I do not like typing, as you probably already know by now. Okay, so I'm looking to do a webinar where I teach people how to turn their ideas into money by first creating a video sales letter and pitching that product or service via that video sales letter. I've got a great presentation already done. I'm going to upload the slides from that presentation for you, and I want you to create opt-in page copy for that webinar in a very specific manner. You should have a headline, a subheadline, and then 4 to 6 bullet points that entice people to join the webinar. In each case, keep the messaging impactful, powerful, and inviting enough so that people feel like they have to attend this session right now. And if they don't, they're going to miss out on something big. So here's my presentation that you can use to craft this webinar registration page. Okay, then I'm going to go over to my slide. So obviously it's an assumption that you're going to have all these things ready before you actually start to produce it. So you kind of have to have this stuff ready. I mean, if you don't, then you know why you're building an auto webinar, right? So let's go ahead and download this as PDF. There you go. And I'm going to upload this as soon as is possible. It's still downloading. There we go. Let's go ahead and see what it does. Gonna delete this part. Okay, so hopefully it gives me exactly what I need. I'm not using the best model, so that's fine, but you can use better as well. I mean, look, this is perfect. I think it's just taken from my presentation. So I'm just going to go ahead and if I paste this in, it might not be all capital, but that's okay. Oh, I can also use AI here, right? So I'm able to use AI basically to get started with AI text generation. I haven't used this feature yet, I must say. Set up your brand product in your account. Okay, so let me just see. AI credits. Okay, so we have some AI credits, but of course to get more, I have to add a payment method. I'm going to skip past that for now. That's okay. So how to turn any idea into 5K, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. And then I'll take the subheadline as well here. And do this. Okay. And then here's what you learn. I'll take the bullet points. Hopefully it's given me good bullet points. There you go. I think this is all right. Let's go and try and put them in. Okay, I can only put them in one by one, but again, I can use AI here as well, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and put it one by one. The idea worm shortcut. Okay, look, this is generally fine, but I want the bullet points to be half the length, so I'll just say let's see what it does. Can you shrink the bullet points to half the length? Okay. There you go. And generally, look, this is the boring part, the copy paste part that you have to do. You can, of course, edit it as you want, but this is typically where I just give it to my team because I just want to be the creative lead in my company. I don't want to actually do the work because I'd rather spend my time leading people and leading. I mean, this is where, unfortunately, if I was using the built-in AI, of course, then it would be able to do it by itself. But because I'm not, I have to kind of copy and paste this stuff. So I'm just going to do this one, this last fourth bullet point. And then the button registration, I can change that. I can change the copy here. I can do a lot of different things over here, customize it as I want. But look, like I said, I want to be up and running with this quickly. I don't have an image ready yet, so I'm just going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this placeholder as well. Delete this placeholder too. I don't need it. But it is possible for you to basically expand on this page as much as you want, improve it. Free training, let's say free training for online experts presented by Neil Napier at Meetvio. Okay, done. My brand logo, this is where the logo will go in, and I'm going to just delete for now because I don't really care for it. Save, done, exit, and you can preview. And you can see this is what the page looks like. I'd probably go ahead and like remove a word or two as well, just to shrink it. I like symmetry. Oh, the image, I forgot about the image. So let's go back to the builder. And how much time do we have left? Let me just see. Got about 20 minutes still. We're still playing with this, right? So this is where I can replace the image. Let me just see what's the best way to do it. You can choose image from your computer. I'm just going to use this for now because, hey, why not? Just to speed things up. So again, my assumption is that you are going to have assets available that you want to add to these things as quickly as possible. You can change the image type here as well, and all those things, right? So it's very, very customizable, basically. Of course, it's not like go high level or click files, but you don't really need that at this point when you're doing this. Then you also have your thank you page that you can change as well. And just to show you, this is what it looks like right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change this too. So I'm going to delete this. Thank you for registering, blah, 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 your webinar link. By the way, I'll give you a very, very quick trick. Something I often do as well with these thank you pages is you can, by the way, direct people to custom thank you page. I also often give people like a freebie, another trial of something that I have as well. Like, hey, limited time trial. It goes away when, the timer hits 0 on this page when basically this webinar starts. But you are able to get access to something of mine for free for 30 days for no money. Just go ahead and do that. So you're able to do that as well. So let's exit out of there. This is done. And then next. And then you've got the watchroom as well. And again, watchroom, as you will see, is quite basic, but you are able to customize it as well, right? And same with the replay page, you're able to customize both of these as well. So you're able to change, you're able to put logos, you're able to do any sort of thing you're trying to do. And you can see like the webinar is about 1 hour, 52 minutes long. To replay page as well, just to show you a preview. This is what it looks like right now, right? I'll try and circle back and change it, but for now, I want to just kind of move forward and show you where we add the video. So you can also add your emails here, so you can customize your email, so you can send webinar notification emails for when someone signs up, 1-day reminder, 30-minute reminder, that sort of thing. You can even have a replay sequence based on how much of the webinar they watched, so you can enable them, you can customize them as you want. Again, they've got AI here, so you can use AI to build that copy as well. That's all possible. Then there's text notifications too. For that, you got to, again, connect your card so that you're able to get those text notifications. You've got webinar integrations, which are for Google Calendar. So when someone registers, you can send them a Google Calendar invite and some other webhooks as well, so that you're able to collect and move leads around based on that too. Plus, you've got, Facebook scripts and stuff you can put in for retargeting and some other things too. So there's quite a bit of things in here that are available. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to just for now say complete. And this is done. This is set up. One thing I didn't see, and I gotta go back and check this out, is where the hell do I add the video? Right, because we're supposed to add a video. So let me just go through this as well and find the place to add a video. Watchroom. Edit. Okay, there you go. In the watchroom, I go to video, and video source, I gotta upload my video. Okay, so I need to upload a video. Let's go ahead and I'll find this one. Let's say generic. Okay, now it's uploading, and this will take a little bit of time for the video to get uploaded and embedded. But essentially, once that is done, I can share that link with anyone. I'll show you where to find that link, and then people can go ahead and watch that webinar. And I'll show you like in real time what the data looks behind the scenes as well, because that is important. So now the video is going in. This part does take a little bit longer because it has to optimize and process the video in the back end. So obviously for it to function, it needs to have video in the right format. But again, there's nothing that you need to do at this point. Once this is done, you can just sit back and kind of let that happen. So what I'll do is, it's doing its thing. I'm going to go and show you one of the previous webinars that we have set up and what that looks like in essence. So video, see, it's uploading and it will appear here when the process is done. Save, and you can change a lot more things here as well, right? I'm just showing you like how far you can get, how quickly, but you can do a lot more things there too, of course. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to sign up to this one. So let's say get links, and I want to show you what that looks like. Registration link. Okay. I'm going to open this incognito. And again, the similar kind of page that we talked about, right? So this is something that goes out to a list automatically as well. Register now. And I'm going to put my name and email address. There we go. And register now. Okay, thank you. Webinar starts in about 11 minutes. Now, obviously, I don't want to wait for 11 minutes to bring you on. But what's going to happen in 11 minutes, just so you know, is this page is going to automatically refresh, right? This page is going to automatically refresh. But this is your real estate, by the way. This is where you can, for example, put a video demo of another tool. So I have a tool called Meetvio where I can give a 30-day trial. I can say, hey, go sign up to this for 30 days while you wait, okay? For free, like nothing. You don't need to like pay anything right now. You can pay after 30 days, but go sign up here. And let's say you send 100 people to your opt-in page and half of them opt in, so you get 50 people to register for the webinar. Even if 10 or 20 people then go ahead and register for free, that could potentially mean long-term income for you. So it's a very good strategy to enact for your own business, where you can, of course, get benefits of doing this, of basically selling something via webinar, but at the same time, you can get people a free trial. I didn't come up with this strategy, Russell Brunson did, and he was exceptionally good at it, where he would invite people to an automated webinar where he would pitch something for $997, but before they get to the webinar, they are able to sign up for a free trial of his software for ClickFunnels for like 14 days, but $97 a month after that. So pretty good strategy. But let's go ahead and I'm going to try and show you if there's a watchroom link. I don't know if this will work for me. Let's try this because obviously the webinar is not ready yet. But it is possible that, yeah, because I'm just kind of skipping and watching this right away, I can watch it. So let's see if the audio comes through. See, click the volume plus volume icon to unmute.
Quick one in the chart if you can hear me, and a two if you can see my screen.
Right.
In the meantime.
Okay. So you can ask a question. When you ask a question, it goes to basically support, but you can chat as well. You can say, hey, what's up? Okay, so guest 2 to 7 says, and there's a randomly assigned numbers, guest 2 to 7 says, hey, what's up? So that automatically goes through. And I'm going to let this run. In the meantime, I want to come back in and show you what people see. So this is control room. So I'm going to open up control room. I can't remember what this one actually does, but you can see, okay, control room is something you can give to, let me just try this. Okay, so this can, like, someone can be sitting there basically, like your VA or someone can be sitting there, and this is what they see, right? So this is what basically gets sent. And all these are like previously added responses, right? So I'll show you, again, this is something you can do in the watchroom. Like I said, full customization. So you can simulate responses from people at specific minutes and seconds. So this is a pretty cool way to kind of pretend that there are people already watching at this point in time. So you can do that as well. Let's go back to this webinar. You go to the replay page link. I'll show you an example of a replay page link, which is again the headline, the subheadline, and the buy button. Buy button goes to a specific offer that we have in place. So all that works. All that is fine as you would expect it to be. But let me show you what you see behind the scenes. By the way, again, like I'm just talking still, but we are done like way sooner than 30 minutes. But I'm just showing you now some of the things you can do with it. You can look at analytics, you can look at chat history. So if you look at analytics, you're able to see like, okay, how many visitors you had, how many what conversion rate you had, 40%, what number of attendees you had. That's pretty cool. Average time in webinar, really nice. 70% of the people completed the webinar. 5 people clicked on the offer. All these things are basically accessible for you, right? You can see this as well, which is really, really handy. Really handy. And you can see like all the names and email addresses there too. I'm going to have to obfuscate that later. But yeah, let's go look at something else too. View chat history. So you can look at like chat history from older sessions. Not sure why it is 0 or no messages found. I think it could be like time-based. Let me just try this one. Strange. I was sure there'd be some chat history here, but get links, edit webinar, and again, you can go and like add more details. And like I said, you can do simulated chat in the back end, so that's fine too. I think one of the features that I know the team's working on, and I'll have to check with them, is being able to reply via AI. But let me just go into watchroom right now. Let's go into next and next. So let's try this. I know this is something the team said they were adding, so I want to see if it is there already. So this is like the webinar duration. link, video, right? Offers, so you can like pitch different offers at different times, handouts if you want to give something, polls if you want to get some responses, chat. So you can do chat, message visibility, public admin only, and admin and guest presenters only. So that's possible as well. Like if you want to introduce live chat, there's also chat simulator. I talked about that. So you can kind of upload. This is pretty good. You can toggle AI responses, right? So what that means is that with this, our AI will answer questions related to selected product or brand details. Our AI will only respond to relevant questions and with no general statements like, oh, great webinar, and so on. AI chat responses are separate from manually added chat simulator and so on and so forth, right? So this does work. Let's say, but again, you got to add your brand first to be able to do this. So you can do that. I'm not going to save this right now, but just to show you, if you go in here, and I think if you go to settings, custom domains, that's possible. Products and brands. So you can add details about like Content Gorilla. Like in this case, I'll add details about Content Gorilla. And if any question comes up about Content Gorilla, the AI will answer automatically, which is fantastic because the last thing you want to do is be on the webinar at all times. So if someone asks like, hey, how much is this price tag? Can I buy it? You can just add that information here, like the FAQs, and AI will be able to simulate answers based on that, which again is fantastic. So if you don't have Meetvio, this was just a quick speed run. And let me just see where we are with this webinar. Let me just check. I think I'm going to try and look at the watch room, see if it is available yet. Register now. And yeah, webinar starts in about 4 minutes time. So yeah, you can just go ahead and watch this webinar too. And from there, like we can make offers, we can sell, we can engage people and all those things. So that's Meetvio, how to basically get it up and running within 30 minutes. We did it in 20 because we're super quick and it works. It works really, really well. So try it out for yourself. You can find the link below underneath this video. If you have any questions, reach out and ask us. Thanks.